Hey everyone, if you're receiving this message, you were either put into or have selected to be a part of my elective class, Effective Media. And some of you are probably wondering, what is this class going to be about? So I want to give you a brief rundown of what the class is about to see if you would like to stay. I did notice that some of you have taken it again for the second time. I spoke with Mrs. Miller this morning and she said that's fine if you want to stay, and the class will be a little different. There were a lot of things that we didn't get to last time that we'll get to this time because we're going to go fast paced. So what is effective media? It's basically a class about communication, the media as a collective, and how it influences and affects us. We are going to look at current events regularly and fairly. We will also study how many people in this world have been trained to manipulate your mind. We'll look at subliminal messaging, advertising techniques, and propaganda. Last year we covered ISIS propaganda a little bit. This year we're going to look at Nazi propaganda, ISIS propaganda, North Korea propaganda, and China propaganda. If we can touch on some of those briefly and a little bit more in depth, and look at how your mind and how it is manipulated through the media. We're going to look at bias in media, study journalism a little bit. This isn't a heavy read and write class. This class is based highly on participation. We watch a lot of videos, we discuss a lot, and we have some small projects. It's not something that when you do write your responses, I'm not taking out the red pen. I want you to think. I want you to think critically about everything in your life as far as how your life is really infiltrated with the media. And we'll look at political issues. We will look at sports, entertainment, all aspects of what the media covers. So we're also going to look at the dangers of journalism, how many journalisms, the violence that they have, journalists do endure to get a story. So it's basically a lot about just your day-to-day. And it does require a high level of maturity. There are some very mature topics, and you'll have to get parental consent to watch some of the videos that we do. We talk about sexuality in advertisement, and we see some of those images. Some of the subliminal messages are also very mature. So it's going to take a lot of maturity to discuss, and we will set up how we want to discuss so that we do so in a way that's not offensive towards one another and that is respectful. And I think that's a very important skill to learn as you move forward in your education career and in your life. So it does take a lot of maturity, but it is also a lot of fun. And I think that once you take this class, it's an important class. You will never look at your Instagram, your Facebook ads, your YouTube videos the same again. So I'm hoping that you stay. If you do, you need to join Google Classroom. Some of you have already accepted the invitation. I did email you an invitation. With this video, I am also going to send you an assignment and email you the Google Classroom code in case for some reason you didn't get the invitation. So for your first assignment, it's quite easy. I just want you to create a Twitter account separate from your personal account. I don't want you to use a Twitter that you already have. I don't want to have any knowledge of things that you've tweeted or looked up or anything like that. So this will be just for school. So go ahead and create a Twitter account. And I want you to follow 3 people in the following categories: 3 people in the arts, 3 people in the education world. Now, they don't have to be individuals. They can also be large organizations. 3 people in politics and government. I'd like you to follow 3 people in sports, 3 people in entertainment or pop culture. So we have the arts, political and government, pop culture, entertainment, sports, and education. Okay, so you have 5 categories. So you should be following at least 3 people. Once you have created your school functioning Twitter account, I want you to put it in the stream so that we can all then follow one another. And that's your last part of your assignment, is to tomorrow, after all the Twitter handles have been created, you need to go in and follow each of those people. All right, I am looking forward to seeing all of you, hearing from all of you, having all of you accept my Google Classroom, and there'll be more communication to come. Thanks.